Hey guys, my name is Hula the Genius, and today I want to show you guys how I produce Mine by Kenah featuring Amaria BB. Let's get to it. Think this song or this beat was made on the 17th of September 2021. I guess you have to disregard the time spent on the project because this involved recording. I recorded in the project, and I also did a little bit of mixing on the project as well. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. Yeah, so the first thing I played was the chords. I think so. I played the chords first, and the chords was gotten from Keyzone Classic. Yeah, it's a free plugin that I got as of that time. Well, I don't use this so much any longer because it has just few presets in it, and my best preset is this basic electric piano rather. So um, I used it as of that time, and this was I played. Oh yeah, sorry guys. So this first half is the same thing with the second half. The only difference is because it was played, the feeling is different, right? Because I played this on the keyboard. Um, Mind you, I don't play on sharp notes, but the keyboard I used as of that time, an M1 which had transpose. So yeah, I transposed and I played this on the piano, on the MIDI keyboard, and that was how I got that. So secondly, I added these melodies. Normally, I play my chords and my melodies, everything about my instrumentation, sometimes even the percussion on one row. Then I split channel. I just go here and split by channel. Yeah. So that was what I did. So this was the melody. Yeah. Yeah, that was what I did. I then there was this static crack that I don't know if you can hear it because it's quite low. Um, when I put it on 20, so I think I just added the reverb to it to lift it a little bit. Um, yeah, so that was all, and this crash, and just a starter crash. That was all I had for the intro. So let's listen to the intro together. Yeah. So on this second part of the intro, I think this was full, yeah. So I had this. This is also from the Keyzone Classic rather. Um, but it's just playing the low end of the chords. Yeah, it's just playing the low end of the chord. Once my left hand played, I copied it and I put it on a different pattern row so that I'll be able to. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, probably I didn't want it to come on every part of the song. I wanted it to come on certain part of the song. I was supposed to use a pad or a bass, but for some reason I kind of felt like I needed something heavy, but not something that had a different dynamic. I just liked the way the Keyzone sounded as of that time. So yeah, um, yeah, because I said I was going to show you guys everything, but I'm trying to be fast as possible. Um, yeah, the preset I used on this um Omnisphere is called Dripping Glide Bell High. Yeah, Dripping Glide Bell High. So if you go to Omnisphere and you search that, you get that. So on the second, on the verse, on the verse parts, we had um this drop. Yeah, I just added a delay to it. Just added a delay to it. Nothing too serious. Pandit, FL Studio delay, and yeah, same chords, but I think this one is oh, please open up. It's been a while. Yeah, same chords, but this one is a different preset called Noise Bells, and it sounds like this. It's just a calm part. I just copied the parts and pasted it here, so it gave the same thing but different feeling. So let's play that and see how it sounds like on the actual production. So yeah, so for the drums, I had very simple. This is the simplest drums I've ever made. Yeah, this is the simplest drums I've ever made. I hope this thing is not confusing you guys. Um, yeah, so I had this clap. I shifted it a little bit, upped it out, and I boosted this. I mess a lot. I I did this mode. Why? To boost it. I mess a lot with my one shots here, and then I added this one just to make it a little bit heavy. Moved it here, pitched it 200 semitones, and I shifted it as well. And did this, and I had this one too. Just layering 100. I pitched it 100 semitones, and yeah, that was I would say this was how it was. I made it tighter so it to be clean, and because I didn't want the tail of this one coming out, I just needed this one to give it that, will I say, punch. Why this one had the tail, even though I didn't want much of the tail. Yeah, so yeah, I put this one on two, and on two I had um Diablo Light by Cymatics. um it's a free plugin. It's a free effect plugin. I clipped it at 4, punched it at 5, and then I reduced the mix to 7 to 8. I don't do this on every song, but for this particular song I just needed that saturation, and so I EQ'd it on here. So with the EQ, yeah, so the clap didn't have body, so I did this to give it a little bit of body. So without the mix, this is how it sounds. It's not so bad, it's not so far from where it was, right? So with the mix, yeah, it's not so far from where it was, but it does something. And then I sidechained it to a particular channel where I added Valhalla space modulator, an EQ, a low filter, and then a shaper. Well, I did this because I wanted it to have a bit of wheat in the mix, like a bit of mix wheat in the mix, and I didn't just want it to sound too in the middle. I needed something to cause a little bit of phase when it drops, and I don't know, it could swim through the whole entire song, because what the low filter is doing is it's causing a filter, right, and it's just swinging through the entire song. I don't know the preset I used there, simple triangle low pass. I think, yeah, I think that was the preset I used. Um, ugh. Yeah, I think I used this simple triangle low pass. Yeah, this one, simple triangle low pass LFO. That was the preset I used, and I'm not sure if I changed anything. Maybe I just shifted the cutoff or something, but that was what I did. Um, yeah, like I said, I don't do this on every mix, so that was what I did with the drums. And on this part was this. Uh, okay. Okay, so yeah, so this is rim shots. Yeah, I didn't do anything to it, and I routed it to 3, and in 3 I added shaper again for wheat, and 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 a reverb, Fowler verb. Yeah, I don't know how I set this, if I used the preset. Okay, I didn't use any presets. I think I just did all the tweaking myself. So room and all of this. So without that, this was what is going the rim is going to sound like, just the normal rim. Yeah, so without the shaper is in the middle with the shaper. You see what it sounds like without the reverb, with the reverb. So in context with the drums, yeah, and reason why I did that was because the rim is also in the middle, so I needed something to go like on the side. That's that's the way I think anyway. Yeah, so now we go to the kick, and on the kick, I I'm sorry guys, my team is kind of messy. I don't know if I'm to change it, but yeah, probably on my next video I'm going to change my team. So on the kick, I yeah, this is just a clean kick. I don't know if you see that shaking. You see that shaking right here. When you on it, it kind of remove it. So I might remove this upset back then, but I don't anymore. Yeah, I moved this EQ to the side and boosted it up by 13%. So without the boost, this is what it looks like. Same kick, but different weight, different sound, right? But with that, it feels more aggressive now. So I boosted here a little bit. What this does is kind of gives a little bit of saturation to the sample, and then I layer the kick with something I got from Mixland. Um, Mixland is they make the rubber band plugin and some other plugins. I think he's a mix engineer for Burna Boy and stuff. So um, yeah. So I got the sample from him. It's one of his samples, and it's something he used to add under some of the some of a kick. He adds it under a kick when um when the kick is not heavy enough and you just want the kick to be heavy, you can add that to make the kick heavy. So without this is what the kick sounds like on the drums. With this, if you're listening with a headphones or a speaker, you're going to feel the difference. There's an umph. So there's an umph it gives, and that's basically all for the drums throughout the entire song. Every other thing I added was just ear candy, um, um, risers, crash, and other instruments. And then I added this clank. The clank goes like this. Yeah, I think I played this on the piano, so yeah, the velocity. Yeah. So in context with the song, this is what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a groove. Very simple, but it has that groove. So with every single thing, this is just a riser that I is a marimba stuff I sampled from Omnisphere, and I I sampled from Omnisphere, and I think I flipped it and recorded it on Edison, and I brought it back into the piano roll, but it served as a riser. This is what it sounds like. Yeah, it's just a sweeper. So yeah, in context with all the songs. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Very simple. It's just one chord, one part playing. Yeah, so on this second part, I didn't end with this crash any longer. I ended with a clap because I needed the whole song to elevate, and mm, needed changes on the second part of the chorus. I think this is where the pre-chorus came in. Yeah. So I added the part that was in the intro, and sorry, the piano that was in the intro, and added just some tom, just a tom, you know, and then this. So let me show you what I did. Yeah. So this tom is just going. Yeah. Very simple. Very simple. The crash, just a normal crash. And then on this side, I added a kick to create a drop. Yeah. And then the rolls, and so together with the instruments, every single thing, you know, every single thing, this is what it sounds like. So yeah, this kick, I think I pitched it down 100 minus 108 semitones, cents rather, and I pushed the EQ all the way down, so that it could have that heavy feel. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, and I cut it. I cut it out, and I hide the mode Y again, just again. And then on the mixer channel, I didn't do anything on the mixer channel. So just a normal simple kick, just sound selection basically. I didn't want anything too heavy because the initial main kick was there, but I needed something to give that bounce. I need something to give that bounce. Like I said, these are ear candies. If you notice, this wasn't separated from, it wasn't from a mixer channel. I didn't split the channel. This is actually a different pattern that I added something to. So while I was creating, I was adding stuffs to it. And on the riser, this is just a normal riser. Yeah, I pitched it down 100 semitones. And on this side, normally this is supposed to be like this, and this is supposed to be like this. But if it's like that, see what it sounds like. And for some reason I didn't want that to be like that, so I shifted this. Yeah, so this roll is from, yeah, I pitched it down 400 semitone to give it that weight. What did I add to it? I added just an EQ. Ooh, there's a lot. So I panned it to the left, and I messed with the volume a little bit here. Yeah, this EQ, this automation is for the volume, and this is a drop. Yeah, and then we move to the main chorus. Move to the main chorus where, yeah. So initially this was part of the song on this side, but after the entire production and recording and stuff, I kind of felt like I wanted to pull it out, mute the shakers here, and have it on the other side of the song so that the song can elevate instead of just putting it on one side. So I need to be quick because I've been wasting a lot of time trying to explain what I did on the song. But yeah, I want it to be a thorough explanation of the production. Yeah, so we bring back this melody that was in the intro, on the side of the intro. Yeah, we bring it back here on the main chorus, and then same drums, same everything. Same drums, same everything. But the only thing is I changed the bounce of this tom. I changed the bounce. It's the same tom, but I changed the bounce and added bass, and I brought back the pad that was in the intro, the second part of the intro. I brought it back, and yeah, this is what the bass sounds like. This is clip side bass from Omnisphere as well, so you guys can copy it. It's every producer who is conversant with Omnisphere should know this bass. Yeah, so it goes. Yeah, so that was what I played on the bass, and the bass is accompanied with the tom. Yeah, with the tom. Okay, it's not the same tom; it's a different tom, I guess. And I had this one shot that I like. I like to put on most of my production, most of my pop like productions. Um, goes, yeah, and I added delay and reverb to it and EQ'd it a little bit. Yeah, so mm, yeah, and the pad, the normal pad that I show you guys on the second part of the intro. Yeah, then what else? Yeah, the 808, the 808 rather. This is oh crazy. So on this 808, I did a whole lot of tweaking to make it sound the way it sounded. Um, I I don't know how to explain this, but It's what I did. It's what I did anyway. I messed with the envelope, and yeah, that was it. I cut it off. Why I messed with the envelope is so that if I stop clicking, if I remove my hand from the keyboard, it stops, other than just stretching like that. So that was why I did this. And for this is just shaping it to have that aggressive tone. And let's see why. Oh, on the mixer channel, I didn't do anything. I just dropped the volume. So yeah, this is what the chorus of the song sounds like. So let's play from the roll. Yeah, so nothing. I brought this same side back here. This thing back here. This back here. So this is the second chorus. Mind you, the song had three. The second verse rather. The song had three verses, and on the second verse, because it's just the same thing, I copied everything here. I moved this here, but I removed these parts of it because I wanted it to sound different, and I brought the same side because after the drop I didn't want it to seem like everything removed, so that was why I left this side. And this is just a tambourine. There's a tambourine going for yeah. Okay, it's a hi-hat, a hi-hat and a shaker. Yeah, very very reduced in volume. And yeah, so on this side I added this bass. So this is it to it's just to give way to that part. And yeah, on this side is a keystone classic. And yeah, so it introduces, it comes most times when when the keystone classic wants to come, but I don't know why I didn't put this here like this. I made this to stay on this side for some reason. And yeah, so this is a shaker. Okay, it's not a shaker. This is this is a chord I played on expand. If I don't have expand on this PC right now, on my Mac right now, I would have showed you guys what the preset is, but on my Windows, where this production was made, um yeah, I have expand, so that was how I played this. So moving forward, every other thing in the production from here is just the same thing repeating itself, aside from this shaker that I pitched 500 cents higher. And mind you, this is a shaker I made, is a Poposki shaker. My name used to be Poposki, by the way. So the Poposki shaker I made back in the day that I also used in most of my production. So I stereo enhanced it and I added this guy. This guy used to be my favorite river back in the day. Dada life, endless smile. Added this guy. Yeah, look at that. This guy was on 6, yeah. So yeah, I added this guy, EQ'd it. Ooh, that's a rough EQ. But as of that time, I guess, I was on things until, so just how my mind was thinking. I had a reverb, and that was basically everything about the production. and this was just a rise. So yeah, this snare is the only thing I added on this side. So it's just a normal snare played and joined it together. Yeah, just a normal snare. Yeah, this again to give it that clarity, and that was it. Linked it to 13, and I added the EQ and Valhalla, normal Valhalla. Everyone knows Valhalla, yeah. So that was it. So on Amaria BB's verse, um, yeah, this was the kick that I removed from here. I recorded it on Edison and I put it here. So the difference in Amaria BB's part is I added a slap guitar from, I don't know what plugin that was, but I consolidated it and it sounded like this with the chords. You hear that? So that was a slap guitar. So that was basically every single thing I added was the same. I think that was the only change. And again, when I got to the outro, and yeah, this automation was clearly for the shakers. I wanted the shakers to pan left and right, to not be just in the middle, so it could make the song sound full, because the production was very simple and straight to the point. Yeah, this is basically every single thing that I did on the production. I think from this part I just copied and was changing a few things, the production. And on the outro, I wanted to play a synth, I guess. Thank God I didn't use it. It just seemed like so that's basically everything that I did. That's basically everything that I did on the production, and voila, this was how I made the song Mine by Kenah featuring Amaria BB. Yeah, so you guys should go on Spotify, take a listen to the song, and I'm going to drop a link to some of the samples I used on this production if you want to get it. And that's it. I think just like they say, less is more and more is less. So yeah, very simple production. I think what killed this production was the arrangements and also Kenah's vocals. And mind you, vocals are also um instruments in a song, so you need to, when you're making a production, sometimes not all the time, sometimes some production will need that space for you to be able to allow the vocals sit properly in the record, right? And that's the difference between a producer and a beat maker. A beat maker just makes beats and he doesn't care how the outcome of the mix and everything sounds, but it's also necessary to, yeah, when you're making beats, you put the artist in mind. I like to make simple beats most of the time, so that an artist can write and an artist can shine on the song, so that's it. Have a blast this year. and keep winning. See you guys on the next video coming pretty soon. Have a lovely new year.